lesson 4.3. Estimate products by one-digit numbers. I can estimate products of one-digit numbers and determine whether the exact product is reasonable. Spark your learning. Emma works for a traveling carnival. She needs to order 84 stuffed prizes for each of the 6 game foods. Emma estimates that she needs to order about 480 prizes. Is her estimate reasonable? Okay, so if we took 84, is that closer to 80 or 90? 80, because 4 is 4 or lower, right? So you keep it the same. So if I had 84, I'm going to look at the 4. And then that is 4 or lower, so you keep it the same. If it was 5 or higher, then I would do what? I'd go up 1 to 90. Okay, so then we have this, we're supposed to be estimating 6 games. So, and then she thinks she's going to need about 480 prizes. Is her estimate reasonable? So, am I going to take 80 times 6? Yes. To figure out how many prizes she needs. Oh, that connected. 80 times 6 equals what? 480. So is her estimate reasonable? Yes. Build understanding. Number 1, the roller coaster at the carnival runs for 6 hours every day. It can take 320 people for a ride each hour. About how many people can go on the roller coaster each day? So we need to pull out our information. So 6 hours, 320 people each hour. About how many people can go on the roller coaster each day? Okay. Now, are we going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Multiply, right? Because we have 320 people, but that's only for 1 hour, and they want it for 6 hours, right? Okay, so you have 6 groups with 320 in each one of them. So that means we're going to multiply. We're going to write low and high. We're going to get a low estimate, and we're going to get a high estimate. And we just said we're going to multiply. What are we going to multiply those numbers by? By 6, okay? Each one of them is going to be multiplied by 6. Now we're going to look at the 320. What is a low estimate? 300 or 400? 300, right? And then the high would be 400, okay? So we're going to put 3 in a box. 3 times 6 is what? 18, and add how many zeros? 2. Okay, we're going to put 4 in a box. 6 times 4 is what? 24. So I'm going to put 24 and add how many zeros? 2. So 2,400. Okay, how did you change the numbers to estimate? So like we said, we had a low and we had a high estimate. Okay, now basically we're going to write what we did up here. Okay, so which estimate is more reasonable? Is the 1,800 more reasonable or the 2,400? The 1,800, because is 300 closer to 320 or is 400 closer to 320? 300, right? Because that 2 makes it stay the same, right? And not go up 1. So 1,800 because 300 is closer to 320. So about 1,800 people can go on the roller coaster each day. Now, would the actual answer probably be a little bit more? Yes, because you went with the low estimate, right? Okay, so but it would be at least probably the 1,800. Okay. Okay. Step it up. Number 2, the first Ferris wheel could carry 2,160 passengers per rotation. Suppose 4 groups rode the Ferris wheel with every seat filled each time. Emma says that 8,640 people rode the Ferris wheel. Is Emma's statement reasonable? Estimate 4 times 2,160. Okay, so identify the 2,000 that 2,160 is between. Circle them on the number line. So we need to place 2,160. Okay, so it looks like these go by 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, right? Okay, so 2,100 would be here. So 2,160 would be about right there, correct? Okay, so which 2,000 is that number between? 2,000 and what? 3,000, right? Okay, so use those 2,000 to estimate 2 products with the exact one. So this one is going to be our low, right? And this one's going to be our high. So they already put the 4 in there for us. Our low one is 2,000, correct? And our high one is 3,000. So put our number in a box. 4 times 2 is 8, and put 3 zeros. Okay, put our 3 in a box. 4 times 3 is 12. So 12,000. So 2,160 times 4 is between 8,000 and 12,000. Emma's estimate of 8,640 is what? Is it reasonable or not reasonable?
Reasonable.
Reasonable, right? Because is that number between the 2 that we got as a low and a high? Yes. Okay, so we can put reasonable. Check understanding number 1. Tickets to the carnival cost $7. The cashier sells 225 tickets in 1 hour. She says that the ticket sales in 1 hour were $950. Is this reasonable? Okay, and use your estimation to find our answer. Okay, so we are going to do a low and a high estimate. Okay, guys, so write L for low, H for high. Now, we need to decide on this one, are we multiplying or are we dividing?
Dividing.
Multiplying because she has $7 per ticket, right? And in 1 hour she sells that many. So we need to multiply, right? What are we going to multiply by?
7.
Let's call our information. So 7, and then she sells this much, and then she thinks that it was about $950, and they want to know if it's reasonable or not. Okay, so times 7. Okay, so now, and really could 7 be in the front?
Yes.
It could be, okay? But if you want to just keep things kind of consistent, you can do it this way, all right? Now, what is a low estimate for 225? Since we're multiplying, does it have to be a multiple of 7? No, okay? If we were dividing, would it have to be a multiple of 7? Yes. Okay, so in this case, we are not dividing, so it does not have to be that. Okay, so we're multiplying. So what is a low estimate for 225? We're looking at the highest place value, right, which is the hundreds, so 200, right? Okay, what is a high estimate for that? So we went 200, what's the high end of that in the hundreds place? 300, right? So put 2 in a box. 2 times 7 is 14. Add 2 zeros. Put 3 in a box. 7 times 3 is 21. Add 2 zeros. And we need to put dollar signs, right? Because it's money. So is $950 a good estimate? Our low end is 1,400 and our high end is 2,100. Is a good estimate? No, it's too what? It's too low. So, no, because $950 is too low. Number 2, use rounding to estimate 4 times 3,122. So I'm going to keep the 4 because it's a single digit, right? No need to change it. Times, am I going to take that times 3,000 or 4,000? 3,000 because it's closer to that than 4. Okay. I'm going to put the 3 in a box. 3 times 4 is 12, and then add 3 zeros. So 12,000 is my estimate. On your own, construct arguments. Determine if the answer is reasonable and explain. Greta has 3 rolls of ride tickets for the carnival. Each roll has 64 tickets. She says that she has 192 tickets. So we pulled out our information. We wrote low and high. We estimated our low to be 60, our high to be 30, took each times 3. Our low was 180, our high was 210, and we said yes, 192 tickets is reasonable because 192 is between 180 and 210. Okay, so on number 4, we pulled out our information and underlined what he got as an estimate, and then we got a low estimate of 400 times 8, which got us 3,200, and then a high estimate of 500 times 8, which got us 4,000. So we said, yes, 3,320 is reasonable because 3,320 is between 3,200 and 4,000. Okay, use rounding to estimate the product. So on 5 through 7, they don't want a low and a high. They only want one answer. Okay, so for 5, we're going to take 6 times what? 400 or 500? 500 because 479 is closer to 500. So I'm going to put 5 in a box. 5 times 6 is 30 and add 2 zeros. So my estimate is 3,000. Okay. Next one, number 6. I'm going to take 3 times, is 92 closer to 90 or 100? 90. Okay, it's only 2 away from 90. It's 8 away from 100. So it'd be closer to 90. So put 9 in a box. 9 times 3 is 27 and add a 0. So 270. My next one, number 7, I would take 8 times. Is that closer to 1,000 or 2,000? 2,000. So we look at the 6 and go up. So put 2 in a box. 2 times 8 is, and add 3 zeros. So about 16,000. Find 2 estimates that the product is between. Number 8, so this one we do need a low and a high. Same for 9 as well. So we did our low and our high. We put 3,000 times 9 for our low. High we did 4,000 times 9. And then for our low we got 27,000. And for our high we got 36,000. So we did a low and a high. Our low was 600 times 7, which got us 4,200. And our high was 700 times 7, which got us 4,900. So the product would be between 4,200 and 4,900.